Okay guys, so today's going to be a pretty quick video, but I got a comment on my last video asking what my setup was for my 450. So I'm just going to go over that real quick. So for the engine, I have it on acceleration 3, which is all the way to the left, because really top speed just doesn't really matter for this game because they already go pretty high, and I mean you can just shift anyways. So yeah, acceleration 3 on the engine. And then for clutch, you want clutch boost 3 all the way to the left. Pretty much all the stuff for engine and all that stuff is all the way to the left. So you go for clutch boost because the games, MX versus ATV, all their games, it's always been about clutch boost. The shift speed, it just doesn't matter, especially in this game because I mean this is just my preference. You need to be using a manual transmission if you want to be going fast in this game, just because the shifting is just not very good in this game at all. Most of the other games I've always used automatic. I think a lot of people use manual, but if you use manual transmission, you kind of just get used to it. I have mine set up on the joysticks. Um, it's that way you don't have to move your hands off to hit the buttons. You can just shift with your joysticks, just push them down. It works super fast. So anytime there's any problem with like shifting, it's just kind of on me because I just kind of mess up sometimes. But yeah, you do not want it on automatic. It's just my preference, or my opinion, anyways. And then for chassis, all the way to flexible, just for just consistency, so you kind of know what the bike's doing. If you have it on rigid, it just sometimes, like how you can get those random animations where you just wreck pretty easily. I feel like when you have it all the way to flexible, it's more predictable, and you kind of know what's going on. And then for suspension, I tried out stiff level 3. Sometimes for Supercross it can kind of help, but for just overall Supercross and motocross, if you have it on stiff level 2, it works pretty good. So um, a lot of my stuff I found out from like other YouTubers and stuff. I just kind of watched some videos to get some different opinions. And then for traction, I have it right now. I have it on level 3. I think I kind of switched it over, just kind of try it out. A lot of them say level 2. Most people use that just because like the turning in this game isn't very good. So when you kind of go into a turn, especially on Supercross, you kind of have to use the brake and kind of almost drift the back end in a way, kind of just make it slide, and you kind of get on the gas and it'll twist it around a lot of times. Sometimes you can hit turns pretty good, sometimes not. But this just kind of helps make it more predictable and everything. So I use level 2 a lot. I switched over to level 3 just to kind of try get a little more traction because sometimes the game can be a little slick. So it just kind of depends. Um, it, you have slip over here, so I guess if you wanted it to kind of spin more and get that, but like you want this so that you can get more traction off of the starts and everything like that. So I tried level 1, 2 just to try to get a little more slip, but I found that 2 or 3 works the best. Um, as far as braking, depending on how you can control it. A lot of people that I've watched, they say level 2 just because if you really hit hard on the brake and you're not paying attention, you can do a stoppie and then it'll give you that swap and crap and you'll fall. So just kind of be careful. I'm using level 3, but if you're really going to be braking hard, you kind of have to lean it back and just kind of get into your rut. If you have a good track with ruts and stuff, that kind of helps too. But yeah, so just beware of that. Um, but yeah, that's kind of how my setup is on all bikes. I'm pretty sure my 250 is the same. Um, this I don't know. I don't know which one it was on. I think it was on level 2 or something. And then engine, sorry, yeah, pretty much, especially acceleration and clutch boost. You just want that all the way to the left, like on all of them. And then chassis is the same way. So basically, ones that you can change that you kind of mess around with are the suspension, your tires, your traction, like your brakes. You can kind of switch those things around. Depending, like this one's on level 2, my other one's on level 3. I was probably just kind of trying it out. So those are the ones you can kind of like mess with and kind of figure out what works best for you. But so that's just what I've kind of found that works best is. So that's my setup, and so now I'm gonna do, so for like I mentioned in my last video that I posted on Friday, this one's gonna be for Saturday. I've been going kind of through the Supercross races, so for this video today, I'm gonna do Glendale, and then after this, I'm gonna go to All Out and do a race in All Out. So I'll see you guys when I get to the race. Okay, guys, we're gonna be doing Glendale Expert Mode. This track, I've done this track a few times online. This is one of the ones that comes up more often, so I have done this track a little bit. Probably gonna give him like a 30-second head start, and then we'll see how we do. Okay, I decided to give them like a 40-second head start because they were looking absolutely terrible. Oh, that was weird. Oh, that's the way the track was set up. It's like completely blocked off. I can never. Yeah, this track, it seems to be pretty good. I mean, as far as Supercross tracks go, it's fine. I just don't really have a very, like, I don't have that much of an opinion on Supercross tracks. Like, I think some of them are cool, but I don't go crazy about Supercross tracks anyways. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't really get that excited about Supercross tracks. They're just not my favorite thing. I'm not a huge fan of tight tracks. But I mean, I think a lot of people like Supercross though. I don't know what like the favorite is. As far as like if you're going to watch it in person, I mean, yeah, Supercross is just kind of, it's the way to go. You're gonna see way more. But motocross, it's just as far as like watching it on TV, I'd rather see motocross anytime. But yeah, so like if you're going in person, unless, I mean, like, you're just kind of going to motocross just to like, just kind of for the experience, like to say you've gone to that track, you know. But yeah, so Supercross tomorrow night. I haven't seen anything on the track, like what it looks like. I need to check that out. I'm sure it'll be pretty cool. I think they showed like at the end of the last race, like showed the track, and I think there's going to be another like pretty crazy sand section or something like that. If I heard right or saw it right. So that's always cool. I like sand sections. It's just one of those things that I feel like it's like whoops. It really separates people, I feel like. So, you know, that's so that's how I go. Oh, third place. Well, I'll see you guys once I get to All Out.